We have with us Mr. Henlianthang Thanglet, Chairman of Kuki-Zo Council, which is the apex body representing all the Kuki-Zo civil society organization in Manipur. Welcome to the print, sir.
Thank you.
So now that the president's rule has been imposed in Manipur, it was imposed on Thursday. Your first thoughts, because the Kuki-Zo community had always preferred a president's rule to a replacement for Biren Singh as chief minister.
Yes, on the other side, I'd rather say that it is a good initiative the central government has taken, that there is a president's rules, which is an animated suspension. But I would rather prefer a full-fledged president's rule. However, I think it is a good initiative that which the government has taken, because where the assembly is here and the government is here, what happened is that Biren Singh is totally against the Kuki-Zo people. As such, anything could not be done as we wish it. And on top of that, our only approach would be the center. That is the reason why we are happy with the initiative taken by the Union government imposing president rule here.
So what next now, sir?
Yes, the Kuki-Zo people are still dreaming to have a separate administration in the form of Union territory under Article 239. And as well as the MLAs, the KNO UPF, they have already submitted their Charter of Demands, which is being supported by all the people. At this juncture, I think our MLAs, the Kuki-Zo MLAs, as well as the Sioux groups, as well as the Kuki-Zo Council is very happy with this.
But don't you think, sir, that it's an obstacle to restore normalcy in the state, because president's rule has been imposed and the center has taken over the administration of the state, and the idea is to bring back normalcy in the state, stop the drift that has happened in the state. So with a demand like that, wouldn't it kind of obstruct the peace process?
I don't think this will obstruct the peace process. We have to talk to the government of India, the Union of India, and we have to bring forward what we wanted to have for the Kuki-Zo people. That is exactly why. And in fact, if there is a government in Manipur, it is an obstacle to say when there is a popular government in a state what we want to say to the state, because we don't have anyone to talk for us. Even the MPs, we don't have MPs for ourselves from the Kuki-Zo community. That is why we can now go and approach. And in fact, the government, since the assembly, even the talks has begun, and then the assembly itself has taken a resolution that even the Sioux groups, the KNO UPF, should be abrogated. So far there is no extension. I hope this animated suspension, or should I say PR, President's rule is there, that they could extend, the extension of Sioux could be done at the earliest, and then if extension is there, then talks could be resumed. That is what I suppose.
But the Kuki-Zo Council, sir, it is having meetings with different stakeholders within the community as well as center to, decide on the future course.
Yeah, actually.
So what is it that the people from the community are saying?
See, the people who matters is the Kuki-Zo Council. And there are a lot of stakeholders, even the MLAs, even every different tribes, as well as the KNO UPF are the stakeholder. And we had a meeting also last time at Kangpokpi, and then we agreed upon that we should go forward for demanding Union territory under Article 239A. And we are, in fact, a pressure group as well as a political platform of the Kuki-Zo people. And the Kuki-Zo Council is also being endorsed by the KNO UPF as well as the MLS, though we have not announced it. We had a meeting and resolved to it that it is being endorsed by all the MLS, all the Kuki-Zo MLS and the KNO UPF.
It has the endorsement of all the MLAs?
At Kangpokpi when we had the meeting last time.
Okay. But has any central leadership reached out to Kuki-Zo Council? Anybody from the government reached out to the Kuki-Zo Council to hear their views, to get their views?
In the month of January 17, we met the central leadership.
Who is central leadership, sir?
The MHA. We met the MHA.
Officials from MHA?
Official from MHA. And then...
In Delhi?
Yeah, it was in Delhi. And we mentioned about how marginalized we are. And also we mentioned about the extension of Sioux groups. And then to maintain the sanctity of the buffer zone. But they have told us that they have not recognized the buffer zone. However, it is officially, or whether you officially recognize or not is another thing. But what we tell them is that we name it as a buffer zone where the security forces were in both the sides. In both the sides, if the government could maintain the sanctity of the buffer zone, then there won't be a problem from our side. Even a single bullet would be fired from our side, provided there is no firing from the other corner. If there is any firing from the other corner, though, then they have to retaliate in their defense. That's what I've told them. And then we talked to them, and then, okay, sun violence for 2 months. On the third month, they promise us that there will be extension of Sioux groups and talks will begin. That is what we are expecting right now.
Sir, things have been relatively calm in the state for the past 2-3 months. Also, the president's rule that has been imposed, the state assembly has not been dissolved. It has to be approved by the parliament within 2 months. So this basically gives the central BJP leadership some more time to look for a replacement for Biren Singh. So in the eventuality that alternate CM candidate is picked, would the Kuki MLAs, BJP Kuki MLAs support the person? And also the Kuki MLAs, they have been boycotting the state assembly. The last assembly session that happened, they were not part of it. So, would they then start going to the state assembly?
See, yes, it has been calm for some time, but it was in the month of December 24th or 25th, there was a firing and then a lot of commotion in Saibol, Tuichin area that is in Kangpokpi district. And then there was a commotion even in the disturbance in the headquarters in Kangpokpi as well. That is also because that they disturb. Actually, traditionally, in fact, it is our custom that we used to sing at night on the 24th or 25th on the Christmas Eve. And then they started firing. And then what happened is that they reacted. That is all. And after that problem is solved, then everything is okay. Then so far there is no, till today, there is no firing in the fringe area as well. But what you are asking me is that, yes, no doubt they have imposed president rules, which is animated suspension. I also believe that the government, the central government, is buying time to reinstate N. Biren Singh, or whether there is any new face for the chief minister. I don't think the Kuki-Zo MLAs would be able to go to Imphal and sit in the assembly. That is what I want to tell you. And joining the, I don't think they will be in a position to go back to Delhi, to Imphal Valley at this juncture.
But sir, real normalcy will only come when, the Kuki-Zo peoples, like earlier, Kuki-Zo community people were living in the valley. The Metis, some of them were living in the hills. Some people who had their businesses, who had their shop, or who were employed with the government. So real normalcy will only come in when people start moving freely again. The Kukis to the valley, the Metis for work to the hills.
See, I'll just explain it. In fact, prior to 3rd May 2022,
23.
23, yes. We are living, we have a very good relation. And in fact, the Kuki-Zo people were very ignorant. And on top of that, we are physically, economically, we are backward as well. The Union of India knows that we are backward, illiterate at that juncture also. You see, when Manipur state was at the juncture of getting the statehood, the government of India has created 6 autonomous district council, wherein the act has been enacted in the parliament. You see what happened? It is neither under the 5th schedule nor under the 6th schedule, but it is the care which is given to not only the Kuki-Zo but even to the Nagas. See how backward we are. So when giving statehood, they have to have at least something for the tribals in general. So they have given us autonomous district council. Then we are not aware. This has been going for more than 30, 40 years, even since the creation of autonomous district council. It was going quite well for some time. But technically, cleverly, they have stripped the powers of the autonomous district council. Now it has become, in fact, a department under tribal affairs
in Manipur.
So actually, the government, we understand, we know that they are caring for us, but the hatred what they had since some time back, then our eyes are wide open only after the 3rd May, that how the valley people, the Métis, has hated the Kuki-Zo people. Then even the Sioux group has been demanding territorial councils, which is like a 6th schedule, which comes under Manipur states. So that there is no, territorial integrity should not be disturbed. Even the Sioux groups are demanding that. But however, after post 3rd May, we know that we cannot live together. So they have submitted the charter of demand on the 1st of September, I believe. So what happened is that now the wound is so deep. There are victims, a lot of victims in both the valley side, the Métis side, as well as the Kuki-Zo side. Now, talking about peace at this juncture, if we have a peace at the highest level also, the problem will be the family of the victims. Their blood is still boiling. So another bloodshed will come if we go back to Imphal or if they come back to Hill District. So what will happen is that uh, the government won't be able to provide all the laymen's security. Then it will happen again. So the only solution is that if they can, if the central government give us a separate administration in the form of UT, then we can be good neighbors. Earlier, we are not aware that so much that the hatred they had to us.
Thank you so much, sir, for talking to the print.
Thank you so much.